Hey everyone, it's Kristina from Kristina's Crafts. Today I'm going to be using this old wine glass that I have to make a fall craft. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glass and I'm going to measure out a piece of cardboard that I'm going to cut out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this circle out of here. This is going to go on the bottom of my wine glass. So that is cut out, and this is going to go like this for my wine glass. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this floral foam, and I'm going to cut a little chunk out, and that is going to go inside my glass. But I just need a little chunk. I don't need it this big. So I'm actually going to grab a knife to cut this. All right, so I'm just going to cut about what I think I'm going to need here. And I don't want it to stick up too tall either. So let's get some of these chunks out of here. All right, that should be good. And then I'm going to cut that probably about in half. And then that is going to go onto my little piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and hot glue this onto my cardboard. I'm actually going to be using these inside my wine glass here. So I'm just going to take some of these flowers and I'm going to kind of measure it so they stand up in here, but without getting squished. So let me see how I can arrange these. They're just going to kind of get stuck into there, but I don't want it sticking up obviously past the glass, so they're going to have to get cut down a little bit. And I'm going to be taking this orangish yellow color, and I'm also going to be using some of this color too, this reddish, burnt reddish color. So I'm going to go ahead and get my flowers set inside of my little my greenery foam here. Okay, so I'm just kind of randomly sticking stuff in there. I'm trying to incorporate some of the leaves in there too. So I'm just kind of cutting up some of these little branches or whatever you call them too and kind of sticking them in here. I'm just trying to make sure I concentrate on keeping them in the middle as much as possible so that when I cover this up, they're not going to be completely squished. Okay, now that I have my little arrangement all done, I'm going to take some of this Spanish moss that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put it on the outside of this floral foam here so you can't see it. So I'm just going to dab some on here and then put that right on the floral foam so I can kind of somewhat disguise that from being in there. So once I get that on all the way around, then I'm just going to trim the ends of it. Okay, now I have that all on there, and then I'm just going to give it a little haircut on the bottom here. All the way around. Alright, then the next step is to try to get the glass over my little, I guess glass filler. I don't know what else to call it. I'm going to stick this in here. Try not to squish everything too much. But what I really want is I want all this tucked in here. So I'm going to see if I can get that all tucked in. Otherwise, I guess worst case scenario, I have to just trim it off. Okay, now I'm going to try to get this in here, and I'm going to glue this on to the bottom of the glass. I'm just going to hot glue for right now around the corners of my glass. Get this to stay down. Okay, that's on there pretty good for right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hemp rope that I have and I'm going to go around the bottom with it. I was going to do the Dollar Tree nautical rope, but I just thought it was going to be too thick. And it would kind of take away the, I guess, delicateness of the piece. So I'm just going to go around the edge here once with the rope, right around the edge of the glass, and then I'm going to go up one more notch so I can cover up the cardboard. Okay, I have the one lip done, and then I'm going to put this on the edges of the cardboard now. And that should cover it up pretty nicely. Okay, that is all finished. I think that looks pretty good. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to glue these leaves down onto my base here. I just want to make sure that they're not sticking out too far because my pumpkin is going to go on top of here, and I think it's going to look totally goofy if they're like super sticking off. So actually maybe I'm thinking I might just cut these leaves down. Let's try that once. And then just kind of put them around because I don't want them sticking off too far. I think it's just going to look weird if they're sticking off too far. All right, and I am just going to start gluing these on here. Just trying to cover up the base. Okay, now that I have all the leaves on, I am going to glue my pumpkin down. And that's just going to get centered the best that I can. Alright, so now just for a little extra added effect, I'm going to take some more of my Spanish moss here. And I'm just kind of trying to crinkle it up a little bit here. And then this is just going to go right on the bottom in here. And then I'm going to do that all the way around the pumpkin. Okay, so I was putting that on there and my pumpkin fell off. I had a feeling that might happen. So I actually have my E6000 glue out here, and I'm going to do some hot glue and my E6000 if I can get it open. Okay, so I'm just going to spread some of the E6000 on here. That'll give it a better hold. And then glue that. And then stick that sucker back on there. And that'll definitely, after a while, once that E6000 dries, it's going to hold really good. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this, some of this gel super glue that I got from Dollar Tree, if it's still good. And stick some of this on here. I'm going to put a piece around here first, and then I'm going to attach the ribbon with some hot glue. Hopefully I don't stick my fingers together. I think I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue in here too, and the super glue will hold eventually. Alright, so I got that on there, and then what I'm going to do is I am going to make a ribbon here, and then I'm going to attach that with hot glue. Alright, I have it made, and then I am going to stick that right onto there. Okay, so after staring at it for a little bit, I just kind of decided that it just needs maybe another, like a little bit bigger ribbon, but I tried different sizes of ribbon and it just wasn't working out. So I'm thinking I just made another ribbon and made it just the loops just a little bit bigger. And I'm going to stick that on the back here. And hopefully that will fill it out a little bit. I tried thicker ribbon and it just was not looking good. So let's see if I can get that on there. Okay, I got it. I had one more leaf left here. So what I did was I cut it up because it was just a little too big, and I'm going to stick this on the back behind my ribbon to kind of fill it in a little bit. I probably should have done that from the beginning. That probably would have been best. Instead of putting two ribbons on there, but All right, well that is going to complete my project. I definitely think the leaves in the back make it look a little bit better, but all in all, I think it turned out pretty cute. I don't know. I don't know what I would have did different. Probably got rid of the double bows, but that is it. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell so you get notified when I upload, and take care. Thanks. Bye.